Yeah, so we're already rolling. So I'm sat here with Issues. It's second day of Slander. Get you guys to introduce yourselves.
What's up? I'm Sky.
Tyler.
And so how was the first day for you guys?
First day was awesome. The crowd was immense. Biggest crowd we've ever had for us in the UK.
Really?
Yeah.
So you guys are still sort of building your sort of...
Building our brand.
Over here. So you're not exactly the standard. Do you know what I mean? You guys have got a little bit which some methods I think find a bit odd to listen to first time round. For me, I think it's brilliant because in a world of we all share the same riff, don't we? You guys bring something a little bit different. Was that intentional, or did that just come out in the writing process?
All the weird stuff?
Well, just like a bit different. Was that intended? Did you go into it going, we're going to mix a load of different stuff together, or was it just what came out when you were jamming?
It's just natural. Like whatever we're into just kind of came out naturally.
Nice.
We knew that we wanted to create something different, be a pioneer in a way. I mean, when we said we were going to start a band, it definitely was like, not like, let's be like this meets that band meets, it wasn't like that. It was like, let's start a band, let's like create something cool, something with R&B, something with metal.
Yeah. But it wasn't your stereotypical sort of new metal of 2002.
We'd never heard the new metal connection until reviews started coming out for our first album.
I think that's really good because, like you say, you've got too many people trying to be this meets this and that sort of stuff. It's nice if you went into it with no holds barred, what comes out, that starts out.
Exactly, yeah.
And so you guys are in the process of releasing like sort of second album's worth of stuff just that one.
Oh, say that again?
You're in the second album's worth of stuff now.
Yeah, it came out a week ago.
And was around then, it was one of those where I was a bit sketchy on the day.
Oh, yeah.
How are you finding it's going down there?
It's awesome. Like yesterday, we were playing 4 new songs in a festival set. That's kind of a risk because you're playing a lot of new stuff. It just came out, right?
Yeah.
But people were visibly more into the new stuff than the old stuff.
Really?
Which is a great sign.
Okay.
Very excited about it.
So, I mentioned that gives you guys quite a buzz as the band. You're not having to struggle through the new stuff going, people just want to hear the stuff they know.
Yeah.
I think you sort of almost belong to a genre which has a bit more open-mindedness about stuff like that. You don't have so many sort of people interested in the classics because your crowd's still quite low in comparison to a lot of metal crowds.
At least out here.
Yeah.
In the States, I feel like because there's so much competition, there's so many bands, people are still conservative, so it was a harder sell in the States than it was over here. We're just not out here enough to push it as much as I want to, which is why we're out here right now.
Excellent. No, we love having you. So do you find there's a big difference, like sort of going country to country in the way that you're received? Or is it just sometimes even town to town you get a different response?
Yeah, it's kind of both, right?
There's definitely a little bit of a aesthetic difference, with different cities. Obviously, a lot of different cities in America, different states or different coasts, have obviously different vibes. But here, it's all pretty consistent. It's a lot different than the States because everybody's a lot more enthusiastic as well as kind of proper.
Really? We get a mixed one on that. Sometimes we're more excited, sometimes we're not. It's like...
for instance, at our meet and greets, everybody's very polite and, respectful.
Well,
and proper, whereas,
sometimes
in the States, our meet and greets are very, aggressive.
Really?
It's in a good way, but it's just different,
Not always a good way, but most of the time.
Well, from the English perspective, we look at some of the aggressive happiness that America has, and we're like, seriously, chill your bits.
Yeah.
You don't need to get out sort of crazy, but I think it's just a cultural thing. Is we're throwback to when we're stiff upper lip Brits and stuff like that. Is we're still kind of stand back. It's like, no, we'll have a good time, but got to be seen to be having a good time, too much. And as you say, when you meet somebody over here, if you end up being too starstruck, for example, myself and the guy I do the radio show with, we take the mickey out of each other so we get too starstruck. You're almost not allowed to be excited. So I'll get a little bit because I'm being a bit too chatty with you guys. I should have been a lot more cool during this interview. I should have been here like 10 minutes and ain't but thing,
Yeah, that's all good. We're chatting.
Yeah, I like it. And to be fair, it's a bit strange not having him making faces at me behind the camera.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What are you guys planning after Slam Dunk? Like, what's the next rest of the year got for you?
Next thing's Warped. After that,
I was going to say Warped will take up most of the rest of the summer.
Yeah,
You're
most
doing
of
all
the
of the American. Right.
festival every day.
Mostly just work. We got a lot more music videos coming out. Like,
Okay.
we're gonna do a lot more. I'm sure we'll be touring a lot more this next year. But yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to some time off after Warped Tour. Spend a little time, kind of basking in like the success from this time of year in the summer, and
Well, it's a
maybe
stressful
finally
thing.
take a vacation.
You guys have just done an album release, and for anybody that's never had to like write and then release an album, they don't understand. Yeah, it's a great thing to do, but it's stressful as anything.
Oh yeah, we almost killed each other. We're good now. We're
Are
good
you
now.
sure?
Oh yeah.
I don't want any naming on camera. You know?
Oh no, it takes friction to make fire. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think that's a good thing, man. I think that's a good thing. Well, thank you guys for taking a couple of minutes to sit down and say
Morris.
hey. And well, you've still got to play today, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, wish you the best of luck.
Thanks so much.
No worries.